Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss about strings in Python. We know string is an immutable data type in Python. So immutable data types means we cannot change the values of that particular data type in place. So string is a combination or sequence of characters that can be represented or enclosed within quotes. We can use either single quotes or double quotes to represent a string. An empty string contains zero characters, it means only the quotation marks. So, how to create a string? It is very easy like this. We can simply assign a particular string to some variable. Here I am taking some examples. A is equal to computer science. So, computer science is the string. I am representing this string here in single quotes only. So, we can use either single quotes or double quotes. And one more thing. In a string, we can calculate the space as a character also. So, in order to find the length of this string computer science, we can manually count. Already we discussed about these length functions and all in previous videos. So, we can manually calculate that one or we can use the len function. So, how many characters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So space is the ninth character. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this computer science means the number of characters is 16. So that is the length of that particular string A. And then B is equal to another string. Here I am taking like informatics practices. So while we are counting the length of the string or size of the string, it is mandatory to count the spaces also. Then in a string, each character can has a unique position or index value. So each character can be represented with the help of an index value. So in the index value starts with 0 to length minus 1 in forward direction. Forward direction means scanning from left to right. If you are scanning the string from left to right, it means forward direction. So in that particular direction, the index value start from 0 to length minus 1. For example, here I am taking the string computer science. So I am going to scan it from left to right. It means the index value I need to assign this one from start from 0. It means the index value C is 0, O is 1, M is 2, like that it will continue up to length minus 1. Why we are telling it as length minus 1 means we know length of this string is 16. So if I am starting from 0 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it will end at 15. So that total length is equal to 16 and the last index value is 15. So always it will be length minus 1. That is why we are calling we are telling like that in the forward direction the index value start from 0 and ends at length minus 1, where length is the size or length of the string. And also we can also scan the string in backward direction or reverse direction. It means from right to left. If you are traversing the string from starting from this end from right to left, that time instead of 0 we need to start from minus 1. So it means that if I am scanning from in the reverse direction, the E value is minus 1. Index value of E is minus 1. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, minus 10, minus 11, minus 12, minus 13, minus 14, minus 15, and minus 16. So in the reverse direction, if we are scanning and assigning index value means we need to start from minus 1 to end at a minus of length. If length value is equal to 16 means it ends at minus 16. Forward direction, since we are starting with the 0, that is why it ends at length minus 1. So that is indexing. Then comes accessing string elements. So for example, here I am taking str is equal to computer science. I want to access string elements. Elements of a string means the individual characters or members of this particular string. So here we have, in this computer science word, we are having 16 characters, including space. We need to count space also. So print str quotes str means simply we are printing the value. So the computer science will be displayed. The next line, I am trying to display str of 0. 0 means index value is 0. So if I want to access the first character C from this string, I can use the syntax string name. Here it is str, then square bracket, then we need to put that particular index value. So here the first index value is 0. So I will get the answer like computer science. Okay. Sorry, not computer science. STR of 0 means Z, the first letter. Then again, STR of 1 means O. So 0 assigned for C, 1 assigned for O. So STR of 1 means I will get the output as O. STR of minus 2. So whenever we are seeing this minus index value, we need to know that it start from the reverse direction or backward direction. So you can start from the last character. Last character holds the value minus 1. So the next one, second last one holds minus 2. So again, STR of minus 2 means also we are having the letter C. So if you want to access this second last C, either you can give like a STR of 14 in positive direction or forward direction, or STR of minus 2 in reverse direction. Then comes the next topic, iteration or traversing through a string. So traversing refers to iterating through elements of a string one by one or one character at a time. It means we are scanning the characters one by one and displaying that type. So each character of the string can be accessed sequentially using for loop. So we are using for loop for iteration. Here I am taking a string str is equal to computer. So I need to traverse the string. Traversing means what? Scanning the characters one by one and displaying the values. So for I in string, so we are using for loop. I is the iterating variable. In is a membership operator. Okay. So that we will discuss. So for I in str means the first iteration I value becomes the first character. Print I. So we know the syntax and all of for loop. So you have to write one colon at the end of this header. Then comes the body of for loop. So first iteration when I is equal to C, we have to come to the body of for loop, that is print I. So C will be displayed. It is capital C. Python is case sensitive. Capital letters and small letters can be treated differently. Then again we need to check any elements are there. Again in the second iteration I comes to this second position. It means the member is O. So print I means we can print O. Then the next iteration I value is M. It will be displayed like this. M comes. Then the next iteration I value becomes P. Then P will be displayed like that. U T E R. So in such a way we can traverse or iterate a particular string. So in order for traversing or iteration, we can use for loop. Here another example, the my string name is variable name is equal to name and my string is Python. Here I am representing Python or this string within double quotes. So for I in name, we are using for loop. For I in name, name is the variable. Here we are taking and the value is Python. So the I value comes the first member of this string becomes the first I value. So in first iteration I becomes P. That time it will be displayed. Here I am giving print I comma end is equal to space. So end is equal to space here I am giving means we can retain the cursor in the same line. It will yields the output like this. For example, in the first iteration P comes, then the pointer will remain in the same line. For that purpose, we are using this command. End is equal to space within quotes. Okay, so in the second iteration, I becomes Y. So since the cursor is in the same line, it will be displayed here. Again, the cursor is retaining in the same line. If we are not giving this end is equal to quotes means that time after displaying the first element, the pointer comes at the next line. Then comes string operations. First one is concatenation. So we are using the operator, this plus symbol as the concatenation operator. So we know plus symbol usually we are using as addition operator. But in the case of string, we know it since it is not integer or numerical values, we cannot add two strings. But we can use one operation that is concatenation. The same symbol we are using as addition, but here we are not calling it as addition operator. Instead, we are calling it as concatenation operator or joining operator. It means we are going to join or combining two strings. For example, power, that is the first string, plus full, that is the second string. So when we are doing this one means we will get the word like a powerful. So it becomes a single word. So we need to represent it in quotes also since it is a string. Then the second operation, that is string replication operator. String concatenation operator, that is plus symbol. We can call it as joining operator also. Then second one, replication operator, this asterisk symbol or star symbol. So this works with a string and a number. So in the case of concatenation operator, both the operands should be strings. If either one of this is not a string data type means it will report error. But in the case of string replication, replication means we are repeating the string some number of times. So that number of times means we want some constant value. 3 times the string is repeating or 5 times the string is repeating. So the mandatory thing is that one operand should be a number. Example, 3 into high. High is the string I am using and we are trying to replicate this string thrice. So this should be a number. So one operand should be a number and another operand should be a string. That is the rule for replication. Then it gives this high thrice as a single string. We will get like this. Then the next one, membership operators. Two operators are there, in operator and not in operator. In operator returns true if a character or substring exists in the given string. Otherwise, it will return false. For example, my string name is Ram. I am trying to check the membership or trying to check whether this particular character is present in the string. So I am taking a character A, small letter A in Ram. Yes, A is there in this string, so it will return true. But in the next case means here I am taking capital letter A. We know Python is a case sensitive programming language. So both the uppercases and lower cases can be treated differently. So capital A in RAM means that particular letter is not there in this string. Okay, we have only the small letter A. So it returns false. Next comes not in operator. It returns true. Not in means if a particular member is not present in the string, it will return true. It returns true if a character or substring doesn't exist in a given string. Otherwise false. So the reverse operation of in operator. Here in this example, A not in RAM. That is correct. A is not, capital letter A is not in the string RAM. So it returns true. Then comes comparison operators. Comparison using all relational operators are applicable to strings like double equal to, it represents the equivalency, then greater than or equal to, then greater than, less than or equal to, less than, not equal to. So all these relational operators are applicable in the case of strings also. So strings are compared on the basis of lexicographical ordering, that is dictionary order like that. So we can check that one. Uppercase letters are considered smaller than lowercase letters. Why? It means we know one ASCII standard is there, ASCII. So ASCII means American Standard Code for Information Interchange. So in this ASCII character, okay, ASCII values. So for all the symbols on this keyboard like numbers, alphabet, special character, everything is having some particular ASCII value. So 0 to 9, the ASCII values start from 48 to 57. numerical value. So 48 assigned for 0 number. Number 1 means 49, like that the ASCII value. Then capital letter A to Z, the values start from 65 to 90. But for small letters A to Z, the values start from 97 to 128. So when we are comparing the ASCII values of capital letters and small letters, it is clear from this value that small letters is larger than capital letters. Because small letter A start from 97 to next 26 numbers, whereas capital letter A starts from 65 to next 26 numbers. So these are the ASCII values. We can call it as the ordinal values. American Standard Code for Information Interchange. So, in the case of string comparison, actually we are comparing the strings because strings means no numbers, nothing. So, we need to check the ASCII value. Based on that one, we are finding which number is larger, bigger or smaller. Suppose we have string 1 as Maria. Here M is capital, M-A-R-I-A, and string 2 as Manoj. So two strings, the starting letter is same capital letter M. The first two characters from string 1 and string 2 are compared. So while we are comparing the strings, we need to compare first the first letters. So this string 1 first letter is M, string 2 first letter is M. So both are equal. So as they are equal, the second characters we can compare. Then comes the second character of string 1, that is small letter A. Whereas in the case of second string also, the second character is small letter A. So both are again similar. So then we can take the third letter. Third letter here it is small letter R. Here it is small letter N. So while we are comparing from small letter A to Z, we know. So after small letter N, small letter R will come. So R has greater ASCII value than N. So string 1 is greater than string 2. So once we got this one, no need to compare the next characters. So we can start with the first characters. Both are equal. Then we can go with the second characters of the strings, two strings. Again, those two second characters are same. We can take the next one. If it is not equal means based on that particular third character, we can decide which one is greater or not. No need to compare the remaining strings once we got the answer. So here I am doing some programs like equal to. Okay, so it is not equal to because the values of this one is not equal to MAN because Maria, the string 1 is equal to the same string only. So this one returns false. Double equal to symbol represents the equivalency. We are comparing whether these two strings are equal. Single equal to symbol in Python means assignment operator like A is equal to 2. It means we are assigning some value to a variable A. Then the next line, print Maria, the string Maria not equal to Manoj. Yes, that is true. These strings are not equal. Then Maria greater than Manoj. Already we checked that one. The value R is greater than N. So this one is also true. Then Maria greater than or equal to Manoj. Already greater is true. So again this one comes true. Then Maria less than Manoj. That is false. Maria less than or equal to Manoj. That is also false. Print Maria greater than null string. So no characters, nothing means it is a null string. So that one is greater than 0 value. Null string means the value is 0. Okay, then it returns true.